Hey guys, how is it going? This is Dr. Bagley. All right, so here's the thing. I got a couple of messengers lately about some videos that I did, and I want to elaborate and extract out of Proverbs 31, where we talked about the virtuous woman. And then I want to also talk to you about the strategic versus hope when it comes to relationships. And the reason I want to do this is because I believe they and a lot of non-married women. I don't want to. I don't want to criticize, but I have to say this as a psychiatrist now, not necessarily as a man, even though it applies, but as a psychiatrist for many, many years, the idea of the independent woman to the strategic aspect of her life and the independence of her life within the strategic point of view has really been altered to the point where there are a lot of women who've been hurt. And so I try to do videos. And so today I want to try to dig deeper into Proverbs 31, the part 3, verse 3, where it talks about give not your strength unto a woman. So we're going to get into that today. And for non-single or for, hey Pamela, for non-married women, I'm really hoping this brings a little bit more attention and idea of where you're at and how it works in context. All right, so let's go to the board, and I might have to switch it around because Facebook just is like that. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to come from Proverbs 31, and it basically says in 3a, give not your strength unto a woman. All right, so we know that part. But let's go into the story. So the story itself, all of Proverbs right there is a mother talking to her son, right? And then she's talking to her son about this woman. And in context, what one has to realize, what the mom is telling to the son about this woman is, do not give your strength unto that woman. Okay, in context, I call her grandma. Now, the reason I call her grandmother is because my mother did not teach me what I'm about to give to you. And I realize that a lot of mothers have not taught this lesson. So my grandmother, my biological grandmother, actually taught me some of this, but I go to the Bible in Proverbs because this woman is teaching her son, and this woman I call a grandmama, call me whatever. And so here's the key. Grandmama is talking to me as a child about this woman, and I am now grown. Okay, I want you to realize this. The root of this boy, from the mama to the boy, about this woman, the root of her is ingrained in me, or all guys. So the mother, the grandmother, the auntie, however, whomever raised that boy, the root of who he is ingrained in who he is. Okay, here's the thing. Let's go back to the board, and we're going to talk about it in depth. Here we go. So we know mama taught the son about this woman. The son is now grown, and he knows, do not give your strength unto a woman. Okay, we know, all men know, that women wants what she wants. Okay, fine. Is there a problem with that? Absolutely not. There's not a problem. No guy I've ever met had a problem with a woman wanting what she wants. Not a problem. The problem, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Let me turn you around. The problem is strategic. You guys are not strategic. What is strategic? Understanding how to get what she wants versus hope. And then hope brings pain. Okay, so this is the problem at hand, like single women, non-married women. Here's the problem. Strategic, when we talk about strategic, when I talk about strategic, I'm talking about the understanding of how you go out and get. Now, here's the issue. Here's the issue. Let me turn you around again, Facebook. I'm sorry for this back and forth. Hope is not helping. Hope brings pain, and I'll explain. Strategic may or may not be right. Okay, so we understand this concept. So let's talk about now, give not your strength unto a woman. So this boy takes this saying and it's ingrained in him. The strength, give not your strength. The strength is defined by his ability. And his ability is making money, his family, and sex. Okay, so you understand these. His ability, we break that ability down in three categories that most, I will say most 99% of guys is concerned about. Making money, their family, and the sexuality or sex, which is their ability, which is his strength, that we're not to give the strength onto a woman. Okay, so this right here. Let me show you how it works. Hold on, let me see. Pamela, as a mother of three boys, similar, absolutely. And we'll talk about that in a few seconds, Pamela. Here's the thing, single moms. If you look sexy, well, let me back up and saying this. Every woman that I know who is single, by definition, who's single, who's looking for a good guy, is looking for a guy in those three categories. He has to be financially stability. He has to be somewhat of a family kind of guy. And of course, the older ladies, the older the lady is, the more hormonal she is. And so sex is very important. So here's the thing, ladies. So we call them men, a man's man. Okay, so here's the thing about a man's man. A true man's man, regardless of how they look, because they come in all shapes and forms, and regardless of their ability, I'm sorry, it's backwards. Keep in mind, their ability does not make them a man's man. We know this, ladies. I know you know this. Okay, what makes a man's man? A man's man is someone who simply can say no. A true man's man is not how he looks, nor is it his profession, nor is it how much money he makes or how he is in the family or sex or any. A man's man and a true man's man would apply, do not give your strength to a woman, to every woman, but what makes him a man's man is the ability to say no. Now, I'll give you an example. And I know it's backwards, so just deal with it. Sex. Making money, family, sex. Okay, sex. You go to a club, you go out, you have a first date. You're doing your thing as a single, non-married woman. You're doing your thing, and you give him the idea of sexuality. Okay, a man's man. You picked him. He says, let's go out. You have a dinner. You guys have sex. And then he says, after you ask, hey, let's start a relationship. And he says, no. No, no. See, a man's man will take whatever you give him. But just because you give him doesn't mean you can trap a man's man. You can't trap him. He will say no to you. Family, he can be married and he may cheat on his girlfriend, his wife, and anything. He may cheat on her, the other woman, with you. And if you think he's going to leave you, or if you think he's going to give you more than what he's giving you, he's going to say to you, no. A man's man is a guy who can say no to every woman. Here's the thing. every man is still waiting for a woman who can give so he can give his strength to. Here's how. I'll give you the answer. Here's how. Let me turn you around. There's 2 points to this equation right here. There's 2 points. So real fast, grandmama told the boy's now grown up about this woman. Do not give your strength. Do not give your ability, making money, family, sex. Don't give that away. He'll take it. He'll say no because a man's man says no. A woman, you need to be strategic. How to get to, okay, don't go into hope. Don't go into the fairy tale because hope is not helping. Strategic may or may not work. Either way, pain. Okay, let's go into this. How do we get to that guy? There's two things. One, his ability. You got to help him. Help him. Strength. Help. Okay, 2, you got to get to the grandmother. You got to take time to understand who raised the boy. So to the Pamela, and to your point, these guys who are growing up will always look towards the one who trained them. And if you train them right, that child will grow up and he will not give his strength to any woman, meaning this. If he's a man's man, he will say no to a lot of women. Don't turn you around. But at the end of the day, every man, every boy to a man, he wants to have a relationship that he can make money and take care of his family, be in a family, and have good sex. Every man wants that. They're waiting. The problem is, ladies, strategic. You're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. So let me help you. It is an independent woman who is teaching the young boy who is now grown. So every guy does not mind an independent woman. So let's define independent. A woman who has her own job, a woman who has her own car, a woman who's trying to do the best she can do. Single mom, single, doesn't matter. Every man appreciates an independent woman by definition because she's trying to do the best she can do to make it. Okay. When you pick that man, he wants an independent woman to partner with him. He's waiting for that type of woman to partner with him. Independent woman, independent man, coming together, partners. Okay, here's the thing. A lot of you are messing up in the second part. Grandmama. You're so independent in yourself. A woman wants what she wants, is what I wrote. A woman wants what she wants, which is fine. But if you want a man, then you have to go and be grandmama. Know grandmama and be the example like grandmama or mother. So what do I mean by that? Okay. He's going to work. He has a family. A child grows up to be a man. The man has a wife. His wife they have kids. He wants his wife to be like grandmama or mother. To teach the same values like grandmama or like mother. And so that child growing up is looking for the example of a grandmother or a mother. And he will seek and find and go through numerous women and say no to a numerous women and get his heart broken and do all kinds of, but he will not settle down until he finds his grandmama or his mother. So ladies, if you're looking for a man, May I suggest one thing, and that is this. You find a guy, he has a good job or not, doesn't matter. He has a job. He's making money. He's independent. He's a family kind of guy. He's willing to be the step person into the family. He's willing to have kids or however that looks like, the family issue. He's willing to make love to you or try to get some medicine to make love to you or play with your toys with you to have good sex. And he will do all of that. And you can do all of that. But may I suggest, don't be you. Just don't be you. Be like mama or grandma. In my own personal world, I've been through not a lot. I would say in the last 10 years, 5 serious girlfriends. One nighters don't count. I don't care about that. 5 serious. I told every last one of them about grandmama, and guess what? Every last one of them told me about them. Listen, a guy, and I'm not talking about all, I'm just simply saying, a guy can appreciate the woman for who she is. She can be not out of shape a little bit. However, big girls and small girls, don't matter. Guy, he likes what he likes. So when he sees you, he's attracted to you. You have to trust that he's attracted to you. Okay, how do you know the difference between you and him getting together for a sex thing or a part-time thing or a full-time, I'm all in kind of deal? Ask yourself this one simple question. Or there's 2 questions to the one. Ask yourself, am I really a helping partner to him? If the answer is yes, cool. Am I like his grandmother or his mother? If that is a yes, you got him. If that's a no, I hate his mother, you ain't gonna last long. I hate his family, you just ain't gonna last long. I don't care what he says. He may hate his mother, but you better not say you hate his mother just to get on his side. No. You have to be like a good mother to someone who hates his mother. And very rarely do I see a guy hate his mother. Very rarely. They may not like her, but like and hate is 2 different things. So if you're trying to find a guy and you accepted your guy and you're trying to lock his behind down, may I suggest again, are you and him a good partner together? And are you, lady, mama, woman, are you like his mother or grandmother? If both of those answers is yes, you got him. You don't have to be too strategic. You just have to be independent to his standard. And if you're too outside of his standard, like for example, you're looking too sexy outside, for me, and this is just me, can't talk for other guys. Let's say we go out to wherever we're going and you're just too sexy. Well, we gonna have fun, but are you gonna be, no, nothing past that. Because we have to match. A partnership has to match. And if he's traditional, then you have to be traditional. If he's flamboyant, then you have to be. You have to match. You have to match. And those guys who wants their woman to look sexy, we call them trophy girls. But that's a different thing. I'm talking to serious single women. Grandmama made the boy. Mama made the boy. Be her who's taught him about this. And you will never well, I wouldn't say never, but you get my point. His money is going to go into the partnership. You and him will have a good family. He won't cheat on you. He won't cheat on you. Because if this woman is ingrained in him, and if this woman is telling this boy, don't give your strength to, if he gets a family, he's not going to cheat on you. Sex, look, man going to take what a man going to get. If he going to take what you give him. And that's just a different thing. All right. So I know this short. I apologize. But I hope this helps to get you to understand when we talk about being strategic, it's knowing how to get what you want. And I didn't actually get into this. So how do you get a good man once you find what we call a good man? Don't look at his profession only. Don't look at, is he a family man only? Don't look at the fact that, is he physically or can he please you only? Look at, are you guys, his ability and your ability, are you guys partners? And to grandmother, are you his mother or grandmother? And if the answer is yes, you got a good chance. If it's a no, it's just a matter of time before he says no to you. So I hope this helps. I thank you very much for watching. It's Dr. Bagley. Let me get back to work. I will talk to you guys soon. Ugh. It's winter outside, man, but I'm going to be out there. Talk to you guys. Bye.